Welcome back to my channel, everyone. For today's video, I created this look here, and it is my second look with the iluvsarahii and Colourpop's Through My Eyes palette. I did record a previous look. If you guys want to take a look at that, I will link it in the description box below, or you should see something kind of pop up in the screen here and you can watch that. Okay, and we can get started. I already took care of priming my eyes, and the first color I'm going to use is Nostalgia, and I'm going to apply that on a Morphe M511 brush. And really, this brush, I only use it for these like transition colors. So it's such a big fluffy brush, and that's really the only use that I find for this brush, and it's my favorite brush to use to apply my transition color. So this is going to be the transition color, so it's just going to be applied right there. Once there's barely any color left, I'm going to move it up towards my brow. So this is basically going in my crease, but more, I'm gonna move it more towards my brow. This is Canela. And to apply Canela, I'm gonna use a Morphe M441, and I'm going to apply that color onto my crease. Because I have hooded eyes, my natural crease is right here, right where it folds, but I'm gonna apply it just above that. Now I'm going to use a Morphe M514, and this is really my favorite brush to use to apply a color onto my crease. Since the brush is fairly small, this is just what really works for me when I want to apply colors onto my crease. I was going to say lid, onto my crease. Now we will dip into Misbehave. I'm going to tap my brush as always, because then it's just going to apply too much, and I kind of just want to gradually go in and apply this darker color. And I'm applying this onto my crease. So I'm going to keep going in there. This is like my fourth time going into that color. Again, just tapping my brush and then applying it onto my crease. I'm going to start applying some of this color onto my outer lid here. I wish I had like something to snack on right now, like some grapes. I love grapes. They're so good. I also love this brush because it's really easy for me to get that color into this inner corner here without getting it all over the place. Like if I go in with a bigger brush, I feel like it's just messy and it just is not going to look as good as it can. Okay, now I'm kind of in a pickle right now because I don't know what color I want to go in with next. But let's cut our crease. And again, my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is really just such an affordable concealer, which is why I use it to prime my eyes and to cut my crease. It is only like tops $5. It's sometimes on sale. You can get it at Ulta, CVS, Walgreens, Target. Again, I'm just gonna look up and then look down, and that's where we want to cut our crease. Let me do this eye first, I guess. I never start with this eye first, but that's what we gonna do. Let me just use this mirror actually, because when I cut my crease, I really need to hold down my eye because I have hooded eyelids. If I don't hold down my eye like this, I'm not gonna have a clean cut crease. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to cut it. And this is actually an old brush from Icing. Like, is that store even still around? I don't know. I'm not cutting my crease all the way because I'm going to kind of smoke it out in my outer lid there. And for this eye, I just used this to cut my crease. This works really good to cut your crease because it's just so flat. I really like this to cut my crease. It's what I should have done with this other eye, but I kind of went in with the brush. Now we just got to make sure they're even, you know? We don't want to look crazy. Okay, I got to get this one a little bit more, which is what I figured. I'm so torn right now because I don't know if I want to go in with Nocturne or Muse or both. Should I do both? Damn it. I'm gonna do both. So I'm just gonna wet this flat synthetic brush, and this is the Morphe M425. So I tried to find this recently on Morphe's website because I wanted to order another one, and I searched for it and I couldn't find it, so I guess it's discontinued. I don't know why they would do that, but they did. with that wet brush, I'm gonna go in with Mousse first. I'm gonna start by applying Mousse on my lid, but on my inner lid there. Now using the back of that brush, right, I only used one side, I'm gonna go in with Nocturne and apply that color right there. And I do want to go back in with Mousse and kind of transition it into Nocturne a bit. So I should have gone down with Mousse a bit more from the beginning, but it's cool because we are fixing it. Before we start blending those in some more, I'm going to use the previous brush that I used, the Morphe M514, go back into Misbehave, apply some of that in on my outer lid. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with Mousse and just apply that color more onto my lid, almost all the way to where it touches Misbehave, but not really. Okay, now I'm gonna go back into Nocturne and just slightly place it on that outer corner. And I'm gonna go back into Misbehave and just kind of blend that outer corner out there, just so it doesn't look too crazy. I'm just staying in this outer corner. I'm not moving in. Now for that brow highlight, I'm gonna use In a Wink. Now I'm gonna grab a makeup remover and just remove some of that color that got onto my lower lash line there, as well as any fallout. Now I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my lashes off camera real quick, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna moisturize my face before applying my foundation. Now for today's foundation, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty foundation. So I'm gonna start by applying it to just like half my face, putting some on my Morphe Beauty blender, and then just putting this in, because this foundation, I find that it is very drying. Like, it dries so quick. So instead of like kind of applying a little bit onto my whole face and then blending it in, I just find that this works better. And I don't know what's up with these Morphe sponges, but I've bought so many of these. This particular one is very firm, and I don't like them to be this firm, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know if this is just defective. Did they change the way they make these and now they're all going to be this firm? I don't know. Now for some Colourpop concealer. I like blending that in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, mini sponge. Oh, both beauty mini sponge, whatever. I applied some translucent powder, and I'm just gonna let that be for just a couple of minutes. And while I do that, I'm gonna add some of my Kat Von D contour. I'm just gonna dust this off. Now for blush, I'm gonna use my Tarte blush, and this is in the shade Quirky, along with my Morphe M105. Now I received this blush in an Ipsy bag, and I really like it, so I use it every now and then. Now to finish off our eyes, I'm gonna go into Nostalgia right there, and I'm gonna apply that onto my lash line. Now using my Morphe E43 brush, I'm gonna dip into Misbehave, and I'm going to pack that into my waterline. Well, as close as I can. Not actually on my waterline, but very close. Now using the previous brush, the Morphe E18, I'm just going to blend that. I applied some mascara to my lower lashes. Now for lipstick, I'm going to use Morphe's Foolish and Colourpop's Zuma. Zuma is actually one of my favorite colors from Colourpop, and it's actually an ultra blotted lip, and I think it's also one of their best-selling lipsticks. So this one is really good. If you haven't tried it yet, you definitely should buy it. It's a beautiful color, and you can really build it up or just kind of leave it a little more, what's the word I'm looking for, like a little more like see-through. I forget the word for it. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy collab. I haven't used this yet, so I can't believe I haven't used this yet. So I guess we'll see. Oh my god, it looks like so like fake almost. Ooh, that is real nice. Okay, and that wraps up this makeup look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down in the comment box below. And thank you so much for watching.